Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first podcast episode. My name is Sarah, and I am 20 years old. Today is a very special day for me. I am standing in my brand new apartment in London. The walls are white, and the windows are very big. I feel a little bit nervous but also very happy. Moving to a big city is a huge step for a young teacher. I have 5 large boxes on the floor right here. My cat, Luna, is sleeping inside one of the boxes. I need to unpack my books and my favorite coffee machine. My parents live in a small village far from here. I miss them, but I want to start my own life. Living alone is a bit strange at the moment. Everything smells like fresh paint and old wooden floors. I am ready to make this place my home. First, I want to hang a picture of my family. It makes me feel brave when I look at them. I am wearing my lucky yellow sweater for good luck today. Outside, the weather is typical for England, cloudy and gray. But inside, my heart feels bright and full of energy. I have a dream to help people learn my language. English is beautiful because it connects different people together. I hope my students like my style of teaching. I always try to be patient and very kind. Tomorrow is my first day at the local language school. I should prepare my lesson plan before it gets dark. But I hear a loud noise in the hallway outside. Someone is walking past my door with heavy things. I think I have a neighbor in this building. Let's see who is living in the next room. I open my door slowly to check the hallway. A tall man is standing there with a heavy box. He looks tired, but he has a very kind face. Hello, do you need some help? I ask him quietly. He stops and looks at me with a big smile. Hi, I am Mark, your new neighbor, he says. Mark has short blonde hair and very bright blue eyes. He moved here from Manchester only 2 hours ago. He is a photographer for a famous travel magazine. I tell him that my name is Sarah. I am a teacher, I explain with a bit of pride. Mark says he is bad at grammar but loves stories. We stand in the hallway and talk for a long time. He tells me about his travels to Italy and Japan. I listen with interest because I love hearing about the world. Mark seems like a very energetic and funny person. He has a small camera hanging around his neck. He asks me if I know a good cafe nearby. I tell him I am new in the city too. We laugh because we are both lost in London. Mark helps me move one of my heavy boxes inside. He is very strong and moves the box easily. I offer him a glass of water from my kitchen. My kitchen is small, but it has a nice view. We look out the window at the busy street below. Red buses are passing by every single minute. London feels like a giant playground for adults. Mark says he wants to take photos of the sunrise. I promise to show him my favorite park later. It is nice to meet a friend on my first day. Mark leaves to finish his work in his apartment. I sit on the floor and think about my past. I grew up in a very quiet and green place. My father is a doctor, and my mother is an artist. They always told me to follow my big dreams. When I was 10, I started writing my own stories. I loved reading books about adventures and magic lands. At university, I studied English literature and education. I wanted to understand how people communicate their feelings. My best friend stayed in our village to work. Sometimes I feel sad because she is not here. But I know that change is good for the soul. I am a person who loves music and long walks. My favorite hobby is playing the piano on weekends. I don't have a piano here, but maybe one day. I am also very good at cooking Italian pasta. My grandmother taught me her secret tomato sauce recipe. Food is another way to tell a story, I think. I am quite organized and I like clean spaces. My bookshelf is the most important part of my room. I have books in English, French, and a little Spanish. Learning languages makes your world much bigger than before. I remember my first English lesson when I was a child. I was afraid to speak because of my accent. My teacher told me that mistakes are just lessons. That advice changed my life and my career path. I want to give that confidence to my own students. Being a teacher is more than just explaining grammar. It is about supporting people and making them believe. I feel ready to start this journey in London. Later that evening, Mark knocks on my door again. He brings 2 cups of hot chocolate for us. We sit on my balcony and watch the city lights. Mark tells me more about his life and his family. He has 3 older brothers who live in Scotland. They are all engineers, but Mark wanted something different. He bought his first camera when he was 15 years old. He worked in a supermarket to save money for it. Mark loves capturing the emotions on people's faces. Every person has a secret story, he says softly. He traveled across Europe in a small blue van. He slept under the stars and met many strange people. Once, he got lost in a forest in Norway. He wasn't afraid because the nature was so beautiful. Mark is a very brave man, much braver than me. He likes spicy food and loud rock music. I prefer quiet jazz and sweet lemon tea. We are very different, but we have a good connection. He shows me some photos on his digital camera. There is a picture of an old woman in Paris. She is smiling at a small dog in her arms. The photo is black and white and very emotional. I can see that Mark has a real talent. He wants to open his own gallery in London. It is a difficult goal, but he works very hard. We talk about our fears and our future plans. Mark says that London is the city of possibilities. I agree with him while I watch the stars. The air is cold, but the chocolate is very warm. I am glad Mark is my neighbor in this house. Monday morning arrives with a bright sun behind clouds. I put on my professional clothes and grab my bag. The language school is only 10 minutes away by foot. I walk past a bakery and buy a fresh croissant. When I enter the school, I see many students. They come from Turkey, Brazil, Japan, and Ukraine. My classroom is number 4 on the 2nd floor. I write my name on the blackboard in big letters. Good morning, I am Sarah, your new teacher, I say. The students look at me with curious and tired eyes. I start the lesson with a fun game about names. We laugh when someone makes a funny pronunciation mistake. I explain that I am also new to this big city. This makes the students feel more comfortable and relaxed. We talk about our favorite movies and our families. One student, Elena, tells a story about her cat. Another student, Kenji, wants to become a famous chef. I love hearing about their dreams and their lives. Time flies quickly when you enjoy your work. After 2 hours, the first lesson is finished. The students say thank you, Sarah, and they smile. I feel a great sense of satisfaction in my heart. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. On my way back home, I see Mark in the park. He is taking a photo of an old red telephone box. He waves at me and runs to say hello. "How was your first day, teacher?" he asks me. I tell him it was perfect and very exciting. We decide to walk home together through the park. The trees are turning orange and yellow this autumn. A week has passed since I moved to London. My apartment now looks like a real home. There are flowers on the table and books on shelves. Luna, my cat, loves sitting on the sunny windowsill. I know the names of the people at the bakery. I know which bus takes me to the city center. London is not a scary place for me anymore. Mark and I often have dinner together on Tuesdays. He is teaching me how to take better photos. I am helping him with his formal English emails. We are a good team of 2 new Londoners. Sometimes we go to the museum to see art. Other times we just sit and talk about nothing. I am starting to love my life in this city. My students are making progress every single day. They are becoming more confident when they speak English. This makes me feel like I have a purpose. I am Sarah, a teacher, a friend, and a dreamer. I am 20 years old, and my life is beginning. There are many things I still want to see. I want to visit the Big Ben and the London Eye. I want to travel to Scotland with Mark one day. Life is full of surprises if you stay open. You just need to say hello to the world. Don't be afraid of being a stranger in a new place. Everyone was a beginner at some point in time. Thank you for listening to my little story today. I hope you feel inspired to introduce yourself too. Have a wonderful day and believe in your dreams. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next episode.
Write 1 English word in comments. 5 people get 10 English lessons free.